Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first video in the Brummet video series here on YouTube. I just wanted to start out today actually by introducing Dave and myself, just to give you a little bit of background information about who we are and what we do and why we do what we do. Just a quick little brief intro. So Dave and I met and married in Kelowna, BC, in Canada, about 30 years ago. Yeah, that's a long time, right? Actually, it's been about 31, maybe 32 years that we've been together. So anyway, we met and married in Kelowna. Now, Dave was born and raised there, and his parents stayed together until the end. I, however, was sort of we moved a lot. We, from Nevada to California to BC, Canada, few places in BC, Canada. I worked for a time up in Inuvik, which was like up in the Arctic Circle of BC, of Canada. And then I came back to BC. It was only about a 8-month stint up there. Anyway, so I moved around a little bit more than Dave, although he was a touring musician as soon as he was old enough to go on tour. So, he's probably seen much more of BC and some of the northern states than I have. That's for certain. Now, Dave is an accomplished musician. He has more than 30 years experiencing teaching and performing and manufacturing and inventing drums and percussion and accessories. He's a wonderful, charming man, and he's the one that you see when there's any kind of in-person event. Anytime we need to speak to someone in person, he's usually the one that goes out and does that. He's much more charming than I am in person. I'm the one that's usually online, and so I'm doing most of the online marketing. So we sort of split off and do what our where our best talents lie. Now, to date, the two of us have published 6 books that are currently available on Amazon. We have a couple more coming out this spring, one more coming out this fall, one coming out in 2023, maybe 24, depending on how things go and how our schedule goes. We started writing back in 1999 when we started taking courses into learning about the business of writing, and we haven't looked back since. Now, I've worn many, many hats in the world of writing and also in the world of media. I have, I used to be a host for a talk radio show, a very popular talk radio show that had about 30,000 listeners a month. And that was called Conscious Discussions Talk Radio Show. It aired 3 times a week, live 1-hour broadcasts every single time. And I ran that for about 10 years. And then I also ran a podcast called Authors Read Radio Show, where we featured various authors and poets reading from their published work, about 15-minute readings. Did that for a few years, and then we let that go as well. Used to also run the Brummets Muse newsletter that went out every 2 weeks, and I did that for about 6 months. Besides that, I've been a staff writer, a freelance writer. I was a columnist, which actually led into a Trash Talk book series. And I've been a professional book reviewer, which I no longer do. I have been a professional product reviewer, which I still do on my blog. And for, person-to-person requests. It doesn't always necessarily get published on the blog. Sometimes they want it for another reason. That's fine. They can contact me and get their products reviewed in that regard, not books, of course. And we also run 2 popular blogs, the Brummets Conscious blog. It's a very, very popular blog. I hope you check it out, consciousdiscussions.blogspot.com. We started a new blog back in 2021, and it's called Drummet with Brummet, and it features more musician topics. So, teaching, performing, manufacturing, repairing, maintaining, stage tips, how to get jobs, how to market your book, how to market your music, in-person, personal tips, dealing with working with multiple musicians in their various personalities, various things like that that we cover there, inspiring quotes, lots of resources, things like that. So I hope you check that out if you're interested in music, and in particular drums and percussion, because it does have a heavy slant in that regard. Now, the main focus of everything that we do, whether it's Dave's teaching or our blogs or our books or anything else that we do, is really to inspire hope in individuals. That is the focus. That is the reason why we do what we do. We help people realize that the value of their efforts. We show them that every moment is a chance to make a difference in the world, to have a positive impact, to lead a proactive lifestyle, to contribute to this global wave movement that we've been seeing since the 70s, growing and growing and growing, in regards to being a more conscious and sustainable and peaceful and loving and compassionate global community. And every little action in that regard really does have a measurable impact. And so we try to help people, empower them, motivate them, give them the tools, share stories of other people who are out there doing it that they can learn from, and so much more. We host lots and lots of interviews on our blogs, and we're constantly writing articles and appearing in the media. And of course, our books as well. We have 2 poetry books. We have the Trash Talk book series, which is about green living. We have the Purple Snowflake Marketing, how to make your book stand out in a crowd. We have the cookbook From One Small Gardening, over 300 delicious, nutritious recipes and more. You can find that on Amazon.com, and just keep on looking, or Amazon in your region, whether you're in India or France or whatever, go to that branch of Amazon and you'll find our books there. And you'll also see more about us through the Amazon Central page. Just click on our name. Like when you go look up a book, look up our name, just click that, and it'll take you to a page on Amazon Central where it has more information about our career as authors, lists all of our books and all of their different formats and things like that that are currently available on Amazon. But keep checking back, because like I say, we got 2 more coming out this spring, more coming out next year. We're constantly writing, constantly producing, and hopefully continuing to find solutions for the problems that are out there in society. And I welcome you to reach out to us anytime. I love answering questions. We're going to have a couple of videos coming up here real quick where I'm going to be answering questions for you, and much, much more. So thank you everyone for dropping by our YouTube page, and keep watching, because we've got a heck of a lot coming up for you.